Hello there, and welcome to Daily Dark Lists. Today, we're taking a trip around the globe to explore some of the most weird laws ever written. We're talking about the kind of laws that make you question who came up with them. From chewing gum bans to pig naming restrictions, we've got it all. Buckle up because things are about to get weird. First up, we're heading to the squeaky clean streets of Singapore, where a seemingly innocent act like chewing gum could land you in jail. Yes, you heard that right. In Singapore, the possession, sale, and import of chewing gum are strictly prohibited. Imagine having your name in the news, not for winning a Nobel Prize, but for being a gum-slinging outlaw. This law was implemented in 1992 after the government decided enough was enough. Apparently, people were sticking their gum on sidewalks, under benches, and even on the sensors of train doors, causing disruptions and maintenance headaches. Can you imagine the audacity of someone sticking their used gum on public property? It's almost as shocking as, well, a country banning chewing gum outright. But hey, it's not all doom and gloom. If you're a die-hard gum enthusiast visiting Singapore, don't fret just yet. There is a slight glimmer of hope. In 2004, the government made a tiny concession, allowing the sale of sugar-free gum for therapeutic purposes. So if you can convince a pharmacist that you desperately need that minty freshness for your health, you might just get away with it. The Singaporean government's commitment to cleanliness is kinda extreme. But hey, it's hard to argue with the results. Singapore is renowned for its clean streets and efficient public transportation system. So the next time you're tempted to flick your gum on the sidewalk, just remember the chewing gum outlaws of Singapore and dispose of it responsibly. Now let's hop across the globe to the British Parliament, where tradition reigns supreme and fashion choices are, well, let's just say they're stuck in a different era. You see, in the United Kingdom, it's perfectly legal to walk down the street in a full suit of armor. You could even wear it to a pub crawl, although getting served might be a different story. However, there's one place where your medieval fashion choices won't fly: the Houses of Parliament. That's right, folks. According to a law passed in 1313, no one is allowed to enter Parliament wearing armor. It seems someone, probably someone who lost a competition, decided that bringing weapons into the House of Commons was a bad idea. Now you might be thinking, okay, but it's 2023. Who's going to show up to Parliament in a full suit of armor? And you'd be right to ask that question. It's not exactly a common occurrence, but the law remains on the books, a testament to the enduring power of tradition and the occasional paranoia of medieval lawmakers. Some might argue that this law is outdated and irrelevant, and they'd be right. But where's the fun in that? The fact that this law still exists in all its glory is a reminder that even in the 21st century, we're still bound by the whims of our ancestors. So the next time you're feeling rebellious, just remember that you could be wearing a full suit of armor to your next Zoom meeting, as long as you're not a member of British Parliament. Next, we're off to the land of baguettes, berets, and bizarre laws, France. Here, amidst the romantic scenery and world-renowned cuisine, lies a law that's both weird and hilarious. In France, it is illegal to name your pig Napoleon. Yes, you heard that right. If you're a French farmer with a penchant for Napoleonic history, you'll have to find another name for your porcine pal. Now you might be wondering, why on earth would anyone want to name their pig Napoleon in the first place? And that's a fair question. But the answer, as with many things French, lies in history, culture, and a dash of national pride. Napoleon Bonaparte, the legendary French military leader and emperor, is a revered figure in French history. To name a pig after him, well, let's just say it's considered a bit disrespectful. Imagine the scandal, the outrage, the sheer audacity of someone associating the great Napoleon with a mud-loving, truffle-sniffing farm animal. It's almost as unthinkable as, well, surrendering a battle. This law is a testament to the enduring legacy of Napoleon Bonaparte and the importance of cultural sensitivity, even when it comes to naming your livestock. So if you're ever in France and find yourself tempted to name a pig Napoleon, just remember, you're not just breaking the law, you're committing a cultural faux pas of epic proportions, and nobody wants to be that person. Let's sashay our way over to Greece, the birthplace of democracy, philosophy, and some surprisingly strict regulations on footwear. While you might be tempted to pack your most stylish stilettos for your Greek getaway, you might want to think twice before you rock those heels at ancient historical sites. That's right, fashionistas. In an effort to preserve their invaluable archaeological treasures, Greece has banned high heels at many ancient sites. So, if you were planning on channeling your inner goddess atop the Acropolis, you might need to adjust your footwear choices. Now, before you accuse the Greek government of being fashion police, let's delve into the reasoning behind this seemingly bizarre law. The delicate marble and ancient stones that make up these historical marvels have withstood centuries of wear and tear. The last thing they need is an army of tourists in stilettos poking around. High heels, with their concentrated pressure points, can cause significant damage to these irreplaceable structures. We're talking cracks, chips, and even erosion. And nobody wants to be that person who accidentally chipped the Parthenon with their Louboutins. Our final destination takes us to the beautiful islands of Samoa, where the culture is warm, the beaches are pristine, and forgetting your anniversary could land you in some seriously hot water. That's right, folks. In Samoa, forgetting your wife's birthday is not just a social faux pas, it's actually illegal. Now, before you dismiss this as another wacky law, let's take a moment to appreciate the cultural context. In Samoan society, family and relationships are paramount. Respect for elders and spouses is deeply ingrained in their culture. So forgetting your wife's birthday isn't just a matter of forgetting a date. It's seen as a sign of disrespect, a breach of trust, a cardinal sin against love itself. Imagine the scene. You're enjoying a romantic candlelit dinner, tropical breezes wafting through the air, the sound of the waves crashing against the shore. Everything is perfect until your wife casually asks, "So, do you know what day it is?" And then it hits you. You've forgotten her birthday. In most parts of the world, this would result in a tense evening, a few sleepless nights on the couch, and maybe a strongly worded apology gift. But in Samoa, it could mean a visit from the authorities. Now, whether this law is strictly enforced is debatable, but the message is clear. In Samoa, your wife's birthday is not a day to be trifled with. Don't forget to subscribe. And there you have it, 5 bizarre laws from around the world that prove truth is often stranger than fiction. From chewing gum bans to pig naming restrictions, these laws offer a fascinating glimpse into the diverse and often hilarious legal landscapes of our planet. If you enjoyed this journey into the absurd, be sure to subscribe to Daily Dark Lists for more mind-boggling content delivered straight to your feed. And don't forget to hit that bell icon so you never miss an upload. We've got a whole world of weirdness waiting to be explored, and we can't wait to share it with you.